Welcome to a brand new episode of NH Unscripted. We are one toke over the line, sweet Jesus. I'm your host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. My God, it is cavernous in here. Cavernous, I say. I got my Nehru jacket on, my bell-bottom pants, and platform shoes. Your job, kick back on those water beds, get the lava lamps going, fire up a little incense while you're at it, because we are coming in hot again today. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Lots happening out there. And if this old man can remember, I'll tell you some more about it towards the end of the program. We are going to talk an interesting subject today. I have been following the GLP market and nootropics and a lot of things along that line because since we do a lot of theater here, the brain is very important to us. And so we like to keep those things healthy. And so I reached out to Darrell Glass, the owner of Eastern States Medical here in Concord. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is an incredible arena to be in at this point. I follow a lot of forums. I know a lot of people who are on GLPs, the GLP-1 and 2. And I know a lot about the gray market, and I know a lot about racetams and nootropics and all of that. It's been a long and deep rabbit hole for me. So let's talk about Eastern States Medical first. What's happening there? You're just the owner and you oversee things, or what's going on there?
I am the owner. I try to oversee things, but I do it from the office. I have a couple licensed medical assistants that are there with me on a daily basis. So it is something where I own and operate. I'm not just in the background. I want to be part of it. Our clients are very important to me and to the entire team. So I want to see their reactions. I want to watch and the medical side of it. I want to be able to see our clients when they come in and the smile on their face in a couple of weeks when we're able to help them. Yeah, we work side by side with them, and I like doing the same.
Are you a doctor yourself?
I am not a doctor myself.
Okay. How did you get interested in this field?
Mostly, I have been a fitness person for a long time, many years, and as the GLP-1s have been able to be taken over on a private level, if you want to call it, other than big pharma, I've been watching it. I've been doing my due diligence to just follow it. And I myself have been a car guy for 40 years. And I wanted to change ways, and I wanted to be able to help people that want to help themselves. And that's really where it came from. The peptide industry really excited me. Yeah. And the health, wellness, muscle building. I go to the gym. I'm not a gym rat, as they say, but I like to stay healthy. Yep. And that's really what got me into it.
So at Eastern States Medical, do you folks major in one thing? Do you just have a buffet of things that you offer?
We really have a buffet of things.
Yeah.
We started as a medical weight loss facility.
Okay.
As the GLP-1s are becoming available outside of big pharma, that's our primary concern, is to help people that want to lose some weight, get healthier, help their diabetes. And in that process, we're starting to have a lot of clients looking for the peptides, BPC 157, NAD+. A lot of these peptides have been used in sports medicine for years, but not available to the general public. And that's really, but we have a whole menu of items that we work with.
You do?
We are medically directed. I have a medical director. Actually have two medical directors that meet with all of our clients, and we go from there.
Where are you folks located? I mean, I know, but just
right. Well, we're right on 197 Loudon Road. Actually, everyone knows it as the M&T Bank building. Yes. Large gray building. Right here, easy to get to.
I drove through there the other day, and I'm like, where are they in here? What's going on? They can't be in the bank.
Right? Yeah. You walk in the front door of the bank and turn left, and that's us.
How long you been there?
We have only been open since October.
Oh.
We've been a company since last February. So we're really starting to build a reputation, trying to do some things around town to get known.
Are you considered a compounding pharmacy, or you're just a clinic?
Correct. We are just a
I
clinic.
don't mean to denigrate that. I don't mean just a clinic.
No, absolutely. I use several pharmacies that we do get our peptides and our GLP-1s from.
Yep.
Very specific to the industry, though, because there's a lot of compounding pharmacies out there that you want to stay away from.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What made you decide to open up a business for this?
I've worked in Massachusetts for years.
Sorry to hear that. First knock.
I live here in New Hampshire. I have for 50 years. And I just wanted to be more part of it. I wanted to be hands-on. So many GLP-1s, weight loss centers are all online now. Mm-hmm. It's impersonal. There's no...
A lot of telehealth
there's
stuff
no
too,
touch.
right?
Lots of telehealth.
Yeah.
Which we can do. Actually, we are involved in telehealth.
Okay.
If someone in California wants to work with us, they can. But my goal is Concord area, New Hampshire. Come in and see us. More personal. We have tracking. We work with an app where you can see your progress. We can help you with your progress. We touch base with all of our clients every week. We're there. We're not. You're not just a number.
So, what would you say folks reach out to you about first? Is it weight loss, or is it just a health condition? I mean, I can't imagine a lot of folks know about like TB 500 or CJC or BPC, you know. But I know they hear lately there's a lot of chatter about the GLPs. But what does your company focus on? More on one area than another?
We focus on the GLP-1s.
You do.
And the reason we do that is as of 26, most insurance companies are not covering them for their patients. Mm-hmm. Unless it's a diabetes-related concern. If it's just, which is an important concern, they're no longer covering them. So what we're finding is clients can't afford to take the GLP-1s that are prescribed through their primary care physician. We can help. We can get the same medication, if not better, because a compounded GLP-1 actually can include a B12, a B6.
Oh, it can?
It includes vitamins, which help the efficacy of that GLP-1 to be absorbed into the body even better.
Wow.
At a much less expense.
I didn't know that. It's like a cocktail kind of thing then?
Yes.
One shot and everything's in there?
Correct.
It is.
Yeah.
So you don't say, you're called Eastern States Medical. So how would folks know that you're a GLP clinic?
Basically just through our advertising.
Okay.
I'm trying to do a lot of social media. We are on the radio here in Concord.
Yep.
Just trying to get, that's where being new here in the area, we're just trying to get out there and let people know. I want people to realize we're a medical facility, and we're medical in the fact that we're overseen by a medical practitioner. This isn't just a fly-by-night. It's not just click on this link and we'll send you this medication. Yeah. We want to make sure that people realize this is real.
Darrell, we have a lot of rabbit holes we can go down here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. How's the competition in the state, and is it difficult to get licensed for what you want to do?
It's not very difficult.
Oh, okay.
To be honest with you, obviously there's some licensing you need to do. There's some other areas in the state where you have to. The medical practitioner is important. You know, having someone that's knowledgeable about the products.
Yep.
And someone that's licensed I think all 50 states. I don't want just a local doctor. I want someone that is very familiar with the peptide industry, with the GLP-1 industry, so they can help us out there.
Man, it's changing so much, too. There are so many. I'm sure you're familiar with what Robert Kennedy, the peptides he's kind of released from, what do they call it, categories? It's categories, right?
Different categories, correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so are you happy that like 19 of them are coming off that kind of category 2 level schedule, whatever that was?
Absolutely.
You are?
I think once it gets out there, compounding pharmacies that are actually regulated will have a very good product, and people can afford it. That's the thing, is the affordability. These peptides have been out there forever.
Yeah.
They've been out there for years.
Yeah.
But no one has been able to afford them.
Interesting. Oh, man, Knight, hang on. Already, we've blown one block. Just chit-chatting. Hang on. You are listening to NH Unscripted. I know you're feeling lucky. I know you are. We're coming to you from the Petticoat Junction-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on those transistor radios. 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls in Manchester. Darrell Glass from Eastern States Medical is in the house, and we are talking GLPs. That means weight loss. We'll get into some other terms in a minute, but we'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like conditions of the WKXL studios in Concord. My God, I can smell the pool chlorine all the way over here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony transistor radios. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL, and we are just beginning a subject which I find absolutely fascinating. And that is the arena of GLP-1s, bioregulators. It's all out there. So, Darrell, okay, so do you have a URL? Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. The website is www.verysimple.easternstatesmedical.com.
Perfect.
With that, there's a lot of information on it.
Okay.
Our phone number is on it. Our phone number actually is 603-227-6811. Again, right on Loudon Road, easy access, lots of parking. We take walk-ins. We do a lot by appointment.
Yeah. How's business?
Very accessible. Business is picking up considerably. Summer's coming.
Oh, man. We all want to
Summer's
look good.
coming. Beach weather's coming.
Yeah.
Bathing suit weather.
For those who don't know, does that mean Melanotin or whatever that's called?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I got you. I love the peptide industry. I love the whole... I have some at home, be honest, full disclosure. I have some at home. And BPC, I have some CJC, I have Ipamorel and Tesamorel. And I am probably not the person you really want to talk to. I've dipped my foot into the gray market a few times. But let's talk about the typical day. Someone calls you up. What is generally why would they contact you generally? And how do you direct them? Maybe they call you up. What are they looking for?
They're looking for weight loss.
They are.
They're looking for help in weight loss. Either they have gone down some other rabbit holes, they have gone down some special menus, some special diets that haven't worked.
Yes.
Or they're someone who is overweight and they've lost 20 pounds, but they can't get rid of that last 20 pounds.
Yep.
So they're looking for us to help do that for them.
And you find a lot of success with them for that?
Very much so, absolutely.
Yeah. My son, he has been taking tirzepatide. He had taken it for over a year. That's the GLP-2, right? The GLP?
That's correct.
Yeah. And he looked tremendous. He looked absolutely fantastic. And that's what kind of got me started in the GLP direction. I'd already been familiar with the nootropics and the bioregulators in the peptides. But I had not found much about I had not done much research on the GLPs. What kind of a time frame would someone expect? They come in, they go, look, I need to lose. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said what you did about weight loss, because I'm 71, and one of the reasons I looked at the GLP arena was because we eat crap. The food's poisoned. There's so much sugar in everything we eat. There's so many starches that just hang in your system. There's fillers, there's garbage, and that's the healthy food. The stuff that's sprayed, and so you cannot lose those last few pounds. I was going to Planet Fitness. I couldn't lose any weight. I just stayed the same, and I was so frustrated with it. And I can understand why someone would seek out these GLPs. I have no patience with people who say, "Oh, if you ate less fatty, or you stitch your mouth shut, fatty." It doesn't work in this day and age. That might have been good back in the 50s, the 40s. It's not going to happen in 2026. There's too much garbage. There's too much out there. The food, we have guys who tailor food so you'll eat more of it. It's their business to make sure you eat more of it. Are you with me on this? I mean, it's just an uphill battle.
Absolutely. Isn't that what football is? For selling food, right?
Yeah.
No, that's the food that we eat now. We all need some help with it, for sure. And it's not only the quality of the food, it's the amount of food.
Right.
You think about it now, we all go to a restaurant. The restaurant's good if it gives us a huge amount of food that we can't even finish.
Yeah.
If you go to Europe, the portions for food are considerably smaller.
Yeah.
They're considerably healthier.
And they're cleaner.
Which is exactly why.
Yeah. What would someone expect? What's a decent time frame for someone who comes in? They say, Darrell or your people, I need to lose some weight. What's realistic for them?
Our recommendation is to start at 12 weeks. So basically 3 months. That's not somewhere where you're going to stop. Mm-hmm. That's somewhere where you're going to notice a change.
Yeah.
You're going to get some of your healthier eating habits in place. You're going to have some exercise. One important part with the GLP-1s is it's not just a miracle shot. Mm-hmm. You don't take the shot and go home and sit on the couch and watch TV.
Yeah.
You have to do your part. Proteins, drinking water, eating as healthy as you can, and exercise will multiply the results of taking a GLP-1. But 12-week minimum, we have clients that, 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
They have what they call microdosing. Once a client reaches that weight that they're looking for, you want to microdose just to keep you on track.
Is that a maintenance dose pretty much for them?
Maintenance dose, exactly. Yeah. And that keeps you healthy. It keeps your mind where it needs to be, and you keep that weight off.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse.
You're right.
There's nothing worse than someone losing the weight, pulling off of a medication, and you gain it right back.
Yeah.
What good was that?
So what's all this turmoil then lately? What's happening out there that the GLP peptide market is just in a meltdown sometimes? I go to some of these forums and the government may do this, it may not do this. The farmer might push for this and keep certain products out if they can, or they might not do it. What's happening out there? It seems like it's just, I don't want to call it the Wild Wild West, but it's kind of crazy out there.
I think that's a great question. And week to week, I'm reading news, I'm looking at forums, same as you, and it changes all the time.
All the time.
Is it politics? Is it money? It's a little bit of all the above, I think.
Yeah.
But
kidding.
I think we're starting to gain some momentum. We're gaining some ground as clients, as people out there are finding results outside of the big pharma. We all know the money makers out there are petroleum and pharmacy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. Well, where does this market sit right now? What's the current state of the GLP market?
it's still controlled, by your big pharmacy.
Yeah. We're talking Eli Lilly, Novo, all them.
All of those.
Yeah,
Yep. They control your name brand, your Ozempics, your Wegovy's, Zepbound, Mounjaro. That's the name brand, but they're all GLP-1s. They're collecting the money, and the reason that they're the only ones that have these are because of the amount of money that it takes to get the FDA to approve one of these drugs.
That's insane.
That's why all these other compound pharmacies aren't FDA approved, because they don't have that money. By the time they're able to get a drug FDA approved, it's out of date. They've moved on. There's something newer. Retatrutide, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's something new.
And what's funny too is they're finding that, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, but a lot of them now, they're finding they have these tertiary or side benefits to them. Like they're finding some of them working for Alzheimer's, and they were what? They were originally just a diabetes drug,
strictly for diabetes,
and now they're finding that they're having all of these other potential benefits to them that they had not thought before.
Correct.
Yeah. What is the biggest? Do you do both GLP? Do you do semaglutide and tirzepatide?
Yes, we do.
You do.
Yes, we do.
And why do you prefer? Do you prefer one over the other?
I personally prefer clients that are on the tirzepatide, and the reason for it It's slightly a little more expensive to use.
Yeah.
But that's because it's a higher quality. It actually attacks two different antagonists in the body as opposed to just one with a semaglutide. We find with clients that semaglutide has more side effects.
Fatigue?
Fatigue, stomach issues.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
As far as that type of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if done wrong, and I'm not saying you folks would be doing it, but I do know in the gray market, there's a lot of idiots out there who don't know what they're using or why they're using it, and they end up doing stupid things. Like I had heard that it's possible that if you take too much of a dose, you can actually stop your digestive system from, you'll paralyze it, right?
Right, absolutely. We have clients, I mean, not us personally, but I've talked to clients who take tirzepatide or semaglutide, but they stop eating. They're like, if I stop eating and take this, I'm going to lose a bunch of weight. Well, it doesn't work that way. Your body needs sustenance to be healthy, and the tirzepatide or semaglutide helps with that as well at the same time.
It's a fascinating market. Fascinating to me. All right. Hey, God. I know. We're just going to run out of time. I'm just going to put that out there right now. You are listening to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from the Honeymooner-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 101.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Darrell Glass from Eastern States Medical up on Line Road. You'll drive by it all day long. He's in the house, and we're talking weight loss medication, among other things. We'll put it on that heading for now. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. Yeah, baby, we had the rockin' pneumonia and the boogie woogie blues. You know it. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on those transistor radios. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Darrell Glass is in the house from Eastern States Medical. We are talking GLPs, among other things. He has pages and pages of notes here. I got to figure out what he wants to talk about. So, Darrell, where is this market right now? So, my son is one of those who, I swear it was a bait and switch, because the insurance company's paying for it, and everything's going smooth, and next thing he knows, it's being pulled from the market, or being pulled from, insurance isn't covering it or something anymore. What's going on with that?
That's exactly what's going on. Because of the expense of the drug, the high need for the quantity of the prescriptions, most of the insurance companies are dropping them. Unless it is medically necessary due to a diabetes concern, they are no longer covering them as of January 26th.
And they're expensive.
Extremely expensive.
Man, they're expensive. Yeah, and he was one of those who's like, well, Dad, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
He lost all that weight. Now he's scrambling,
Right. You think about it, it's a lot, like you said, it sounds like a bait and switch.
Yeah. Yes, honestly, I do.
It?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you got all millions. I don't know if there's millions, but you've got a lot of people who you started taking your product, and now you've put them in this position where maybe they can get it, maybe they can't get it, they don't know where to get it, and it kind of, I hate to say it, but it kind of bumps them into the gray market area, right?
Absolutely.
Because what are they going to, a lot of them don't even know there's compounding pharmacies out there.
No, you're right. And that's one thing we're finding is clients are going to their doctor, they're prescribing, they're continuing the prescription. The client is going to pick up the prescription, and that's where they're finding out that that's going to be $1,600.
Yeah.
And that's where people can't do it. A month. For semaglutide.
Yeah.
You get into some of the other tirzepatides, it's double that.
Yeah. And wait till retatrutide hits the market.
That's, yes.
It's funny they're doing all this, and it's continuing to evolve. Right now there's a pill for it, an oral pill. For a long time they were afraid that the acid in the stomach was going to mess it up. And so what did they do to that? They coated something? Because a shot has been always the way they've been doing it.
A shot is is the way to go because it enters the body instantly. The pills, it's what they call ODT. It goes under the tongue.
Oh, it is.
Dissolves instantly, so there's no coating or anything on it.
Okay.
But it's a daily pill. GLP-1, injection is once a week.
Yeah.
But so much of it is absorbed in your intestinal tract in your body.
Yeah.
It's a daily pill.
Most kind of like microdosing then again, huh?
Exactly. It starts out as a 3 milligram with terzepatide.
Oh, interesting.
It's a daily.
Wow.
There's not too many results out there for it yet.
Yeah.
But it's for people that don't want to try an injection.
Yeah.
It's definitely worthwhile.
I know injections drive people crazy. I know, but now they've got those pens, the insulin pens. They're quick, they're cheap,
simple. Very simple.
No brainers, right?
Yeah.
Not for those of us who maybe using other instruments. Anyway, I'm not getting in that. Let's talk about your team a little bit. So somebody comes in and they say, Darrell, I need to lose some weight. What happens after that? Do you have a questionnaire you go through with them? I mean, what? And then do you just hand them off to someone in your office? What happens there?
No, we have 2 licensed medical assistants in the office.
Yeah.
There's considerable, I'm not going to say considerable paperwork, but we have to go through their medical history.
Okay.
We want to see if they've been on a GLP-1 prior.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
And also just their overall health. If there's any cancer in the family, if there's any concerns there. Your weight, your history of weight or weight loss. There's a lot to go over there.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we put that in the chart. We discuss with our medical director as a team, and then we have the client meet directly with the medical director. Mm-hmm. So any concerns, questions are brought up. The medical director can make a sound decision on which is better for them. Is semaglutide better? Is tirzepatide better? And that's where the dosing also starts out there.
How's the cost now on that? So obviously they're not going through their physician now for the most part.
Correct.
So how's the cost? Are you able to help maybe negate it a little bit because of volume or something? Or
very much.
You are.
Very much. It's something that's important to me. Many people, obviously, cost is important to all of us.
Yeah.
And for someone to come into an office and say, hey, it's going to be $100 just to talk to a doctor, that doesn't really make sense because that's going to take off 50% of the people that could benefit from it.
Sure.
So what we do is we take care of the price of that initial visit with the doctor. So
you do?
We do. We take care of that.
Oh.
And the reason is that the client can come in, talk with the doctor, get some information about what they want to do, and then move on from there. The doctor will then order the prescription. That comes through me in our office.
Okay.
We collect that prescription money just as if you went to Walgreens or Osco or something like that. And then it's mailed directly to their house.
It is.
Yep.
So they don't even have to go in to get it.
They don't even have to go in to get it. We work with them initially because we offer B12, we offer vitamin shots.
Yeah.
And to make sure that someone's comfortable doing it themselves, we work with them at our office to either show them how to do it, and so that way they're comfortable when it comes in.
I was looking, I'm telling you, I'm glad I found you because there's a lot that, I've been looking around myself for not a clinic necessarily, but a place like these NAD plus injections, there's stuff out there that I would prefer I'm working with professionals on.
Right.
But I'm not a... Where do I go with that? I have been known to be a little of a lone wolf here. But only because I didn't think there was anybody close by who did it, Do you get pushback on these like B12? You're like, you B12. People don't need B12,
We get a little bit of pushback, but
Yeah.
people aren't normally aware of what their body needs.
Yeah.
That's the society we live in.
Yeah.
B12, most people can use a B12 shot.
Yeah.
Once a week. You're
that
basically
much? That often?
Sure, absolutely.
For B12?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Because of what we eat.
Yeah.
We don't keep those vitamins in our system because of how we eat and what we eat. So this is just a B12 shot once a week can help with sleep. It can help with energy. It helps with your metabolism.
Yeah.
And a B12 shot, in addition to a GLP-1, is amazing. It multiplies the effect of the GLP-1. it helps with nausea and vomiting when you're taking a GLP-1, if that's a concern that arises.
So, and this NAD plus is exploding too. It's exploding. People are claiming, mitochondrial help for it, and MOTS-C, it works. We're getting geekish here, but
that's all right. You have a lot of. I like it.
I know that mitochondrial health is really important, and if we haven't destroyed what we've got already, anyway, that things like MOTS-C and NAD, trying to revamp up our metabolic systems here. Are you finding? Do people even know what NAD is when they come in? I mean, I can't believe that there'd be that many.
They're starting to.
Yeah.
It's more West Coast, Southern United States than it is up here in the Northeast, but they're starting to realize it. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of that's due to the meta platforms. They're seeing it on Facebook. They're seeing it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're starting to realize, wow, there is something out there that can help me. NAD plus is normal in the human body.
Yep.
As we age, it goes away. So this is something that we can bring up ourselves.
Yeah. So do you folks do you have other peptides or stuff that you work with as well? I mean, you've mentioned NAD and we've mentioned the GLP. Are there other peptides you guys dabble in?
BPC 157, as you mentioned, absolutely. I take that myself.
For injury?
For a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
I take that on a daily basis instead of operating on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Rotator cuff surgery.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go any other way.
I'm with you there. Do you use TB or TA? Thymosin alpha?
I do not.
You do not?
I do not. No.
TB 500, do you use that?
TB 500, I have some available to me, but I do not use it as of yet. Yeah. NAD plus, though, personally, I use it. It's amazing.
And is that, is it the same amount for everybody? If a woman comes in and wants NAD plus, is she going to get the same shot a guy would get? Or?
Our initial prescription would be normally about the same.
Okay.
And then you titrate up depending on the person and their ability to handle that within their body.
Interesting. Okay. Hang on. I got to pay some bills, I guess. Right there. I'm right on the precipice. You are listening to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from the Hollywood Square-like digs, the WKXL studios in Concord. I love sitting in that center square. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sunday Walkmans. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Darrell Glass. He's a treasure. Ooh, he's got my buttons pushed. We will be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We are just one toke over the line, sweet Jesus. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on those transistor radios. I told you we had a hot one today, and this is one of my favorite subjects. I can spend hours talking about nootropics, GLPs, weight loss. Darrell, you said you had some statistics here. What percentage of people come into you and they're really obese, or they're, overweight, for lack of another term, I guess? But
no, I think that's a good question, because we all think of obese as something different, I think, depending on our age and our upbringing. But statistically, 30% or more of Americans are considered to be obese. And if you think about that, that's a staggering number.
It is staggering.
The ages 40 to 59. That's about 70% of the clients that are considered obese. And that's,
is that your clientele typically? Is that you who comes in to see you?
Our clientele is, I'm going to say 50 to 75.
Yes. Oh.
Yep. We're seeing a lot of people that just, again, they've gotten to that point. I could lose a certain amount of weight.
Yeah.
I need some help.
Yeah. I know it's terrible. I really mean this. I had a hard time. And somebody just gets frustrating with just banging your head against the wall. You get exhausted going to working out. You can't lose any weight for who knows what real reason. Metabolism, I'm sure.
Stress. Life happens.
Yeah, right.
Life happens.
So, I mean, I don't mind a little bump, make sure I put that in context there. Maybe I should say I don't mind a little push, a little starter kind of thing. When you bring in people and you're talking to them, whether you do the GLP-1 or 2, or do you have other peptides that ride alongside it to help it out? I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about BPC, but the weight loss thing, people are coming in, they're wanting weight loss,
Absolutely.
I know they don't care. They can't see the visceral fat, but, there's things that internally need to be taken care of as well. So do you have like how do I put this, a grouping of peptides or things that a family of them, you say, okay, if you're going to take this, you should probably be on this, like a growth hormone as well or something. Where are you there?
That's a good point. GLP-1s are great for weight loss. They also take away your muscle. Mm-hmm. So it's something that's very important once you're on that journey for a weight loss journey. NAD Plus is a great example. NAD Plus is a great addition to it. BPC 157 is a great gut health. It helps with your gut health.
Yep.
NAD Plus is also good for overall wellness. It's known as the anti-aging peptide. And that's what I think we're all looking for nowadays. We're all looking for that.
Kidding.
Sermorelin.
Yeah.
Sermorelin, tesamorelin.
Yeah, I love tesamorelin.
They're great for weight loss.
Yeah.
Without getting into a GLP-1 category, it's a great peptide for weight loss without the side effects.
Yeah, yeah.
We're seeing a lot of people that go to the gym. They do a lot of exercise, middle age and younger. Tesamorelin, sermorelin. It's great for sleep. Mm-hmm. It's great for your body.
DSIP?
Yes, absolutely. It's amazing.
Do you guys offer like C-Link and C-Max and that kind of stuff too, or is that more esoteric?
We haven't got involved in it.
Yeah.
I do have it available. I haven't had the opportunity with any clients that have looked for it yet.
Yeah.
Because I think there's not that much in the knowledge category out there with it.
Yeah, I was using C-Link. Yeah. I put it into a spray for nasal.
Yes,
and I guess it works. There's some you can't really tell, right?
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
There's so many out there. I think you need to pick the ones that have results that are clinically proven and move from that point on. We try to stick with some of the well-knowns like the NADs, the sermorelin, tesamorelin, glutathione.
Yeah, huge,
Glutathione's a great one for skin.
Huge. Yeah. Yeah, that's another hot one. Mm-hmm. I see it all the time. My Instagram page is just... It's just full of the algorithm is insane. What throws up there half the time, But yeah, I have used tesamorelin with ipamorelin, taking them both at bedtime, try to help my system a bit there. But I'm with you about the muscle loss part of it. It concerned me deeply, So do you guys handle TRT or anything in that way?
We haven't gone that way yet.
Yeah.
Hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement therapy.
Yep.
I know we have clients that have asked about testosterone replacement.
Yeah.
In my mind, with the research that I've done, the people that I've spoken with, I would rather work it up in a different way.
Meaning what?
Because of the side effects of testosterone, because of the body's dependency on staying on testosterone. I would prefer an NAD, a sermorelin, that helps the body produce its own testosterone.
Now, would you say that for younger people or folks? Like I'm 71. How much more is my mind going to produce on its own anyway?
You'd be amazed.
Yes, I would then.
You'd be amazed. Yeah. And again, the problem with testosterone is your body now relies on it.
Yeah.
You're putting a synthetic testosterone in, whereas these other peptides help your body produce its own hormone on its own. Yeah. So it's
always a much better
natural.
Way to go.
So natural as opposed to synthetic. Are the peptides synthetic? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they help your body produce its own natural.
Yeah. And a lot of these
hormones.
Are, right?
Correct.
BPC is natural.
Absolutely.
All the time. I mean, insulin is another one. That people don't think about, right? It's
correct. It's just on the same lines.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Where are you guys going to go from here? So you get the one on Loudon Road. And what happened? You plan to grow more? Are you going to try to...
My thought in the next
out?
few years probably would be, especially since there's really no one in the area that offers the services that we do. To the extent and knowledge that we've put into this, it's important in my mind to get going here first.
Mm-hmm.
This is my hometown. This is our city. And we really like to get the clients here.
Yeah.
Hometown. Come in and see us. Come in and feel the personal relationship that we're creating with our clients, as opposed to clicking a mouse online and ordering another number.
Yeah.
That's really where I'd like to go. Down the road, would I like to branch out? Absolutely. Telehealth is a way to do it,
Yeah.
but it gets impersonal.
Yeah, real
So
quick, too.
In office is the way to go.
And a lot of times you have questions as a patient, right? I mean, you hear things, you hear a rumor. You don't want to just call it telehealth and go,
Right.
yeah, I heard this rumor today, But it would be nice to talk to somebody face-to-face about that.
Telehealth, you're talking to someone different every other time. They're just reading a chart, if they have your chart.
Yeah.
We have clients that come in every single week to get to weigh themselves.
Ah.
We follow their charts. We have what they call STIKU. It's a 3D body imaging system, which you get on, and it measures your visceral fat, your water, your weight, all the diameters of your arms, your legs, your neck, your belly.
What?
People can come in and try that.
Is
and
that
use
cutting
it.
edge? I never
It's
heard of that.
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Oh, so
absolutely
that
amazing.
beats the float system, right? Trying to figure
Very much. Yeah, yeah. It's tied in obviously on the internet. It's an app.
Yeah.
It goes on your phone. It helps with health. If you want to lose a specific amount of weight, we can input all of that. It tells you how many calories a day for intake. It tells the exercise you need to do, and it's good not only for losing weight but for building muscle. We have a number of people that go to the gym. They're here with NAD and Sermorelin to build weight. And they come in once a week, once every couple of weeks, use this 3D body imaging scan, and they can see the diameters of their arms, their legs, their biceps, their triceps change. And it's amazing. It's great.
Dale, give your website again, because we're going to run out of time. Could you give it real quick, please?
Sure. It's www.easternstatesmedical.com. Right here on Loudon Road in Concord.
Correct.
603-227-6811. We're here for everybody. We're here Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
And we are open Saturdays from 9 to 2.
You are.
And anything I can do, please come in, see us. We have a great basis of knowledge to help out.
How? Rabbit hole. I got a billion rabbit holes here. How much knowledge do the people, I don't want to say under you, your employees, I don't know what you want to call them, how much knowledge base do they have about this arena?
Very, very much. Much more than I do.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at
I got a few forums you can go to, Darrell.
I do a lot of reading. I've been involved in it a lot.
Yeah.
But they're hands-on. They've been in the medical field for years. Both of them. One of them will be an RN shortly, and that's what she wants to do. They live this.
Yeah.
Heidi and Bree, they're the face of what we do. They're the people to know. Eastern States Medical is the place to go.
Darrell, give your website again, please.
www.easternstatesmedical.com.
Dude, and we have just scratched the surface. I mean, just scratched. Oh, my God. You have been listening to NH Unscripted. Things like this are just, it's frustrating to me. Oh, my gosh. We are coming to you from deep within the bunkers of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. There's a ton of stuff going on out there. I should have told you, but I didn't. Darrell Glass from Eastern States Medical in the house. Thank you so much today. I mean that.
Well, thank you very much for your time. This is important to all of us.
Well, yeah, no kidding. See you next time.